Welcome back to Brent's Hangar, Brent Barnett, and back by popular demand, we have double bass racks. Actually, there's nothing more intimidating on stage than walking into a club and seeing a giant double bass kit set up. I mean, it's kind of scary. I mean, I kind of want to call my mom when I see one of those. But I'm going to show you a couple double bass racks that are very simple but very stylish and very powerful looking that you can use to help improve your setup. So this is the chopper double bass rack. The get to the chopper. It's like a motorcycle. It was actually inspired by a rack that I built for John Otto a few years ago, but I simplified it down to just the front basic portion of it. Now, there are some benefits to using this rack. There's 4 that I can just pop right off the top of my head. There's plenty of room to mount stuff. As you see, I've got 8, 10, 12 rack toms mounted on it, and you could easily add a 13 or a 14 too, depending upon how you set up. Plus, there's plenty of room to mount other cymbals on. 2 is that it's easy to set up and tear down. It just breaks down into a few pieces. 3, you can expand upon it very easily. If you need to add some side extensions to add more space, it's very easy to do so. And 4, most of all, it adds a lot of style to your setup. This is one of my more favorite rack designs. Out of all the racks that I've done, this is one of my more favorite ones. And also, it's a very simple rack to set up. You don't have to have a ton of experience in working with racks in order to build this thing. Now, I made the front section right here, the uprights, out of 2 40-inch curved bars. Now, the feet, the T-leg assemblies, I created my own. Normally, we would use a fixed T-leg assembly with a right angle clamp. This, I wanted to make adjustable T-leg assemblies so I could pitch the verticals back a little bit. Otherwise, my verticals would have been gone all the way forward and it would have been worthless to me. So I wanted to be able to angle the curved bars back a little bit this way so I had that sloping up look. My horizontals are just 2 40-inch curved bars as well, and the back verticals are 30-inch straight bars. It's very simple and very, very, very cool looking. Now, to make this adjustable T-leg assembly, what I did was I took a 20-inch bar and I added an adjustable right angle clamp on it. Slipped on 2 slip-on memory locks, and added 2 rubber rack feet. Now I've got an adjustable T-leg assembly that I can change the angle of the vertical bar coming off of the foot. Now let's break this down to a few pieces. Let's stop right here. If I was actually setting this up at a club, I would set these 3 pieces up separately off stage. The right wing, the centerpiece, and the left wing. I would carry it up on the stage and then connect all 3 pieces together. I would do the exact same thing when I was pulling everything off the stage. However, I would never, ever, ever travel and transport the rack in any kind of vehicle set up this way. It just leaves too many things, too many variables to cause the rack to get tweaked. So here are the parts needed to actually build the frame to this rack. Starting from the left, we're just going to talk about bars first. We got a 12-inch bar, which will probably need to be cut from a 20-inch bar. 2 20-inch bars, 2 30-inch bars, and 4 40-inch curved bars. Starting from the top, we've got 2 long T-leg assemblies. We have 6 right angle clamps, and we've got 2 adjustable right angle clamps. These are the clamps that you're going to attach to the 20-inch bars to create the adjustable T-legs. Over to the far right, we've got 4 pairs of slip-on memory locks and 2 pairs of rack feet. Now with this design, I wanted something a little more lower profile than the chopper, something a little more stealth-like. So I created the Doppelganger. Now what this is it's just 2 sides that mirror each other connected together by a common T-leg. Now, just like the chopper, there's 4 really cool benefits to this. There's many of them, but 4 right off the top of my head. There are plenty of spaces on this rack to mount stuff. I've got 8, 10, 12 rack toms mounted right across the front. Plus it gives me room to add a 13 and a 14 if I want to. Plus an assortment of cymbals can be added to this. The setup and teardown is very easy. It breaks into 2 to 3 pieces depending upon how you want to do it. This is easily expandable. You can add a left and a right side extension to add more drums, more percussion toys, more cymbals, whatever you need to. It's very easy to add onto. And 4th, last but not least, it adds a lot of style to your setup. Now this rack is a very simple design, but still very powerful. It has 2 40-inch curved horizontal bars and 4 30-inch uprights. Now to create the center section, I just took one of the T-leg assemblies and added another chrome T-clamp to it so I could put 2 vertical bars attached to 1 T-leg. Then I just used the back T-legs with 30-inch bars and connected them all together using 40-inch curves. Now, this is a very simple breakdown. It breaks down into very few pieces. Now, just like the chopper, I would assemble these pieces together into these sections off stage, then carry it on stage and connect all three pieces together. The parts needed to build this rack, from left to right, are 4 30-inch straight bars, 2 40-inch curve bars, now at the top, 3 long T-leg assemblies, 4 right angle clamps, 1 quick release T-clamp, and 4 pairs of slip-on memory locks. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. You know, a double bass rack doesn't have to be massive and overbearing in order to make a statement. It can be simple, small, and to the point. Well, I just showed you guys 2 different ideas that are very simple but very impressive that you can use to make a statement when you play.